program we're going to be doing is the beginner's program, and Roland's going to take us through it.
Thanks, Jen. So what we want to do here is concentrate on the entire body. So we're going to do 6 specific exercises that will target your arms, your abs, your core, your legs, and we're going to do 3 sets of 10 reps each. So what I want you to do now, Jen, we're going to start with the squat. This is actually one of my personal favorites. It works the quads, it works the hamstrings, and it also works your glutes. So starting with your feet shoulder width apart, holding onto the bars for support, and then you're going to sit down as though you're going to sit in a chair. All right, coming back up. Most important thing to do here is to breathe. We're going to do a set of 10 reps. That's 3, 4. Make sure that your knee comes over your second toe, exhaling on the way down. Okay? The squat really focuses on your quads. It also does your hamstrings, and it works your glutes as well. It's one of my favorite exercises.
Definitely feel it.
You feeling that?
Yep.
And how many is that so far?
Number 10.
Okay, so now your legs must be feeling nice and warmed up. We're going to jump right into doing your back. So if you want to start by putting your arms behind your head, again with your feet shoulder width apart, you're going to lean forward. As you're doing this particular exercise, make sure you draw your belly button right into your lower spine. That way it's going to work your core as well as working your back. All right? Squeezing. Don't forget to breathe. Really extend and contract each time you extend out. A couple more. 9, and that's 10. Good stuff. Okay, so the next exercise is for your triceps. Your machine comes with resistor bands. Again, with your knees slightly bent, keeping your elbows close to your body, extending out, and then bringing it back in. Make sure when you extend, you really squeeze your tricep, because then you'll really get the benefit of this exercise. Squeeze, breathe. Okay, the next exercise is going to work on your shoulders. It's a shoulder press. So you're going to start with the resistor band, extending out, all the way up, squeezing, and just stopping right at your ears, pushing up, making sure you breathe. This exercise is very challenging, so if you find that the resistance is a little bit too much, you're welcome to use water bottles, 1 or 2 pound weights, or in fact, you don't even need to use weight. You can actually just do the exercise on its own, making sure you really squeeze and contract each time. Don't forget to breathe, and make sure you keep those knees bent to really protect your lower back. A couple more. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to work the bicep. So starting with the resistor bands again, bringing your arms close to your body. You're going to squeeze in and then back down, nice and controlled. We're going to do 10 reps here. 3, keeping it nice and close to the body. 4, breathing. 5, you can bend your knees a little more. And like I mentioned earlier, if you keep the pelvic tilt, you're getting 2 for 1. So you're working your core while you're working your biceps and other parts of your body. And that's 10. Moving on to the next exercise, we're going to work on your core. So to jump right into it, so starting again with your arms behind your head, twisting back, squeezing and breathing. But as you do this particular exercise, it's very important to remain in that pelvic tilt. By doing the pelvic tilt, you're engaging your glutes, you're engaging your quads, you're also engaging your abs. 3, how do your obliques feel?
Hard with the machine.
It's much harder with the machine. I mean, if you were to try doing this exercise just standing on the ground, you'll find that yes, you are getting a stretch, but when you get on the machine and do it, it's going to intensify that, and it's really going to work your obliques as well as the rest of your core.
I feel it everywhere.
Good. And one more. Perfect. Now that you've gone through the first set of exercises, we're going to do it again. All right, so let's get back to the top where we started with the squats. Feet shoulder width apart. Right, Jen already knows what she's doing now. Jump right into it. Make sure that it feels like you're sitting back into a chair, keeping your back straight. If you feel that you're tired at this point and you can't continue, you're welcome to stop working out. Keep in mind that using the machine for 10 minutes is equivalent to working out for an hour. So if you don't get through all 3 sets, that's okay. You can set that as one of your personal goals. All right, back to the squat, squeezing, contracting, pushing through the heel. Again, make sure you push through the heels on your way back up. Pushing up, a couple more, and that's 10. Good job. Right into the back extensions. When you're doing this exercise, very important to draw your belly button right to your lower spine. Squeezing, excellent. Make sure you breathe. Here's another neat trick while you're doing these back extensions. When you come down, draw your belly button right into your lower back. All right, so now you're gonna feel it work your core a lot more. And I told you, I'm all about getting bang for your buck. You know, this is a 2-for-1 special here. You're working your core and you're working your back. Next exercise, we're gonna just jump right into it. And this is gonna be the tricep extensions. Again, with the knees bent, arms close to the body, extending out, nice and controlled. Perfect, squeeze. Here's something you can do if you really want to intensify it just a little bit. If it's getting a little easy for you, you can bend even more. Again, drawing your belly button right into your spine, squeezing and extending right out. Perfect. Squeeze, really contract that muscle. Good job. The next exercise is a shoulder press. Again, knees bent for support for your lower back. Extending out and just bringing it down to your ears. Out, down to your ears. 2. Good breathing. 3. Nice posture. 4. 5. Let me make it even more challenging. Pelvic tilt, Jen. Keep the tilt. Yes, there we have it. There we go. Now you're really feeling that. And 9. One more. 10. Excellent. Next, we're going to move on to biceps. Okay? Squeezing, right? Knees bent even more if you can. Pelvic tilt. And contracting each time. Really work it up nice and slow. Don't forget to breathe each time you're doing the exercise. Squeeze. A few more, Jen. How are the biceps feeling? Good. Next exercise is for the core again. Getting into position, squeezing and holding. Back to the middle. Squeeze, hold. I really love this exercise. It really works the core, especially the obliques when you turn back and you just really hold it in that position. Don't forget to breathe. And don't forget, keep yourself in that pelvic tilt. You know, almost think of it as holding a $100 bill between your butt cheeks or just tilting your bum towards the ground. And one more. Good stuff. Now would be a good time to restart your machine to finish your workout as well as your cool down. Otherwise, you can just jump right into it and get through the 3rd set. All right? 3. Beautiful. Again, keeping your back straight, pushing through the heels. You should be feeling this right through the quads, right in the glutes, as well as the hamstrings. I think it's very important for people to know exactly what muscle groups you're working on, because you draw all your attention to that specific body part and it causes you to work it even more. Good breathing, a couple more, and 1. Beautiful. Okay. Now right into the back extension. All right, drawing the belly button to your spine. Squeeze. I can see Jen's anxious to get this done. She's motoring through it. Good work. You'll find that after a few weeks of doing these exercises, you might be able to do it faster and faster each time. And that's great, because that will tell you that you're getting closer to moving up to the intermediate level. All right, good stuff. Squeeze. Wonderful. Keep breathing. Almost there, Jen. Back to the triceps. Okay, bending, extending out, really contracting. Don't forget to keep your elbow very close to your body. Squeeze it out and back in. Great breathing. And again, when you're in this position, be sure to draw your belly button into your lower spine because you're going to be working your core. You're going to be getting more bang for your buck. Let's take advantage of having this machine and using every body part that we can while we can.
It's much harder on the machine.
So this being the third set, you'll find that it's a lot more challenging. How are you feeling, Jen? Good. She says it with a smile. That's fantastic. 3, 4. Again, with the resistor bands, you might find that the resistance is a little bit too much, and if it is, you're welcome to use a water bottle, a 1, 2, 3 pound weight, or again, no weights at all. Just as long as you contract, extend all the way up, bring the weight or the resistor band back to your ear level, and then that's about it. Now we're going to continue with some arm curls. You'll find by the time you get to your third set, your arms are going to be burning, but this is great. You're really going to define them. Extend, all right? Knees bent even more if you can. Pelvic tilt and contracting each time. Really work it up nice and slow. Don't forget to breathe each time you're doing the exercise. Squeeze. A few more, Jen. How are the biceps feeling? Good. Okay, to finish off, back to the core, making sure that you're in the pelvic tilt, breathing each time. Give me a little bit more of a tilt, Jen, if you can. There we go. How much more do you feel it when you're in the pelvic tilt?
A lot more.
Okay, there you go. Each time you do it, make sure you try to extend even further. You're going to notice that you'll get more range each time you rotate back. Squeeze, squeeze, and there you have it. So that completes our 10-minute whole body workout. Before you get off the machine, it's very important to do a proper cool down. So what I'll recommend is that you turn the machine up to get it at a very high speed to help improve your circulation and get that blood pumping. You can either do that and just stand on the machine for a couple of minutes, or you're welcome to look back and view the warm-up, cool down segment of our video.